Hi everybody, it's Dolly here, welcome to the channel. So today we're going to be doing this week's challenge, which is primitive. I'm afraid all of the electronic equipment is short-circuited, you'll have to make do without. Quickly find the ghost type in 10 Ridgeview Court. So as you can see for this challenge, we have no electrical equipment whatsoever. From memory, the brake is also broken, but we'll check that when we get in. So yeah, I think the best thing to do is going to be just go around and listen. We have our boards, so we have 100% sanity, and we also have 5 minutes startup time, so the ghost cannot hunt for 5 minutes, although it can do stuff. Let's go in with the thermo and the black light, maybe. Maybe some salt. So I think the first thing we'll do is just listen. And also just go and check the breaker. I am 99.9% sure that it is. It is off though. There's no breaker there. Not that it's off, it's broken, sorry, not off. It's going to be off, we can see that it's off. That was a thud from upstairs. I don't know if that was atmosphere or yeah. Breaker's knackered. Alright, where was that thump to? Aha, the garage. Thank you, appreciate that. So pop that down. I'm going to put one down. And if Ghosty decides to tread in it, that's great. Right, just touch the door. I think it was that door, it wasn't one of the other doors, was it? Oh no, it was that door. Okay, so we have UV. So we can take UV off. That was that door. Okay, so maybe it might actually be in here then, rather than in the garage itself. I'm gonna go with saying that it's in here. I'm keeping to check the door, because if it's in a barcade, and no, you're out there now. Oh, are you? You can't be twins. Could be a mimic though. I thought I heard something thrown there and there at the same time. Okay, so now let's turn the sink on. Right, so you're actually a bathroom ghost. That does kind of make sense, because that door's only across from this one. And in this room, the ghost will like bleed through to the other rooms. Quick check of the boards. We have no EMF, so any EMF would be, we'd have to look on the boards for that. I'll grab the book, and I think we're going to grab one of those just in case. And we'll... Okay, so it can't be an Onryo, so there's probably not an awful lot of point in taking that with us. So Phantom, that's going to be a wait and see if it hunts. Jinn, we don't have the EMF, so we can't check for the because a Jinn would turn the breaker off, then I'd stick the EMF on the breaker, and if it goes down to the breaker and tries to interact with it, you'd hear it. Or you wait for it to run towards you when it's hunting. Banshee, we'll go and sit somewhere if we think it could be a Banshee. Polty will be throwing a lot of stuff. It could be a Polty, actually. Demon, possibly a bit more aggro. Hantu, it will be freezing. Goryo will be kind of tricky to figure out. Mimic will just change all the time. Obake will come in, we're looking for different fingerprints. And Myling will be super quiet when it's hunting. But let's hope we get some evidence with the items that we do actually have. Turn that on again. I've put my thermometer down and I can't see where I've put it. Which is slightly irritating. It's under the book. I totally knew that. Yeah, I think it's changed rooms. I'm not convinced it's in here anymore. I also thought I heard a window tap. So let's go and look at elsewhere with windows. There's a window. So I've just been watching the board for a couple of minutes and there haven't been anything. There's not been an awful lot really. Definitely no like 4 or 5 spikes. So I kind of want to discount EMF 5 for the moment. But I understand it's still about 80%. I should have just looked. Why didn't I just look? I was turning the tap back on again. I'm just making sure I keep checking the doors. Okay, so it's turned a light on. Or off, maybe that was that one. We'll just double check all the other lights as well. So I was just checking there. If that was switched off, it means it was on. I never switched it on, so it must have switched it on at some point. But Mare's not an option anyway. So I could have done that one. Are you going to give us freezing? Like actual freezing? No. Oh, maybe, no. Okay, so it's bleeding through into the front part of the garage. No, we're not getting freezing at the moment. What I might do... The hell? That scared the bejesus off me. Can you get... Oh, you can't get UV on the piano. That kind of sucks, actually. That would be really, really cool if you could. Did it throw the book, or did I not put it out? I legit cannot remember throwing it out. I would have thought I would have just put it down. So I'm going to cross out ghostwriting. So therefore it has to be one of these. It cannot be a Polty, a Demon, or a Myling. We're at 65% sanity now. I want to go and hide somewhere where the ghost has got no right to be whatsoever outside of its like total wandering range, and see if it wanders up to us. And if it does, then it could be that it is a banshee or even a phantom. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop, 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 and we're just going to wait here. And if the ghost comes along this way, if it's any of those ghosts, a phantom or a banshee, or even possibly a mimic, it will TP over to us and set the salt off. Step through the salt. I've been sat up here for a couple of minutes, and the salt hasn't gone off. So I think we can probably say that it is not a banshee or a phantom. It's turned the blooming tap on again. Very clean ghost. Oh, and it's definitely ghost writing because the book's up there. Okay. We've got freezing. This is huge. Clean dart out here. Put freezing down. So it's a djinn, a hantu, or a mimic. Why didn't you give me that? I've just spent 2 minutes upstairs doing nothing, waiting for something to teleport to me, and it's... anyway. So it's a djinn, a hantu. So this is going to be quite easy to tell over the course of a couple of hunts. If we see the ghost and it has freezy breath, then it's a hantu. Djinn won't have freezy breath. If it's any other foot speed than what we're used to, then it's a mimic. Like say it's a revenant speed, it will be a mimic. And if it is you know, if it's even if it comes, even if we see it and it looks like a Hantu, we will let it hunt twice, because, you know, with a mimic you never know, and it would just be typical that the ghost decides that it's a mimic and it's going to mimic a Hantu, which is one of the ghosts that's on our list. Sun's sync on again. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, if it's a Hantu, it's going to be really fast. Why so slow? I thought it was going to be way faster than that. Well, we definitely saw the freezy breath. Was that it? Disappointing. Okay, let's go and grab another smudge and just double check again. Don't crawl towards me, you weird, horrible ghost thing. I don't understand why it's so slow. I thought it would be faster than that. But yeah, anyway, it's definitely a Hantu. Did the same ghost behaviour twice on the trot, so it cannot be a mimic.
Welcome back.
And it was indeed a Hantu.
Job's ready for you.
On to the next one. Okay, so we're going to start the same way again. Only this time I'm not going to bother going down into the basement because we know the breaker's bust. If you can't find the ghost, obviously we'll go down there eventually. But so I believe it to be in here. Okay, well I'm going to go for a wander. I'll be back when I found the ghost. Okay, I think it's here. There we go. And it's another clean ghost with turning on the showers and the stuffs. Okay, so not a wraith, and we have no UV, so we can cross both of those off. No wraith, no UV. Okay, is that freezing? Are we going to get freezing? Are we going to get freezing? I would say that's freezing. We just got freezing for a minute there. That is good. Right, okay, so that's one. Ignore the light for the minute. And we weren't in the room. Well, we were out here. So we can't even say that it's a shade. That it's not a shade. Not a shade. So a revenant we're going to know because of the footsteps. The Ure, well, hopefully it'll start playing with doors. Start leaving some of the doors open. And only will start eventing like crazy, and we'll be able to tell by the blinking when it's hunting. And on Rio, hopefully, if it blows this candle out once more, it'll pop the crucifix and we'll know it's an on Rio. The twins will start hearing. Hi? We'll start hearing two interactions, which are two interactions happening at the same time. Like, say, a door over there and a throw over there. And a Moroi is going to be super duper fast because we have, by that point, I'm guessing we'll have no sanity. I think we can cross off Honorio. I don't think. Oh, and definitely not Shade as well because it blew the candle out twice. So we're stood next to it in the same room. Honorio would have popped the crucifix. So I did just hear two things, but I don't know if it was the ghost throwing something and then dropping it again. So Rev Euro. Let's see. Oh, you are over here as well. Are you throwing stuff around over here? Or going around? I don't know. I'm going to go and grab a smudge or two. Maybe two. Better safe than sorry. Actually, I tell you what we might do. We might just start a hunt. Yeah, so you can see here there's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's like a 4 spike. So possibly. And then there was a 3, so it's a maybe. There's a vague chance of it being EMF 5, but I'm not convinced. So Revenant Ure or Roy. I think it is worth just grabbing a couple of those. I might not start a hunt because our sanity's getting near to the threshold. I think maybe it's going to hunt in a minute anyway. I think what we might do is check the book. The book's not been written in, which would mean it would be a Ure only or twins. That sounded to me like a Ure. There's, with the Ure, of course all ghosts can rattle the door and then close it. But with the Ure, there's a slightly longer, tiny, I think it's a slight bone. There's a slightly longer pause. I think. Okay, I didn't turn that off. I did not turn that off. I think it's a Ure.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
I've got no idea why that was so loud, but that just nearly deafened me.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare
So
accordingly.
thermo,
before starting the
we'll grab
investigation.
those, and we'll grab that.
Do intel. Reports of light switching. Possibly harmless, but be careful out there.
Arr, 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 arr. Yeah, you're in here, eh? Cool. So pop on those there, and there. Oh, and we have UV straight off. Nice. I think we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to pop this over here. Oh, we're not going to do the same thing again at all because we forgot the matches. Where's my thermometer gone? Okay, we've got freezing again. Nice. So, Djinn, Demon, Hantu, or Mimic. So that's superfluous to requirements. Don't need that anymore. Unless it decides that it is a Mimic and it wants to mimic. Can a Mimic the Onryos? It must be able to. It must be able to. But EMF 5 would be a Djinn. Ghost Striking would be a Demon. You wouldn't get dots. Orbs would be a Hantu, and then a Spirit Box would also be a Mimic. See, out of all of these, the only thing we're actually going to be able to know is going to be the Demon, which is that one. So I think the best thing to do is possibly start a hunt, maybe? So let's take this over here. What's your favourite room? What's your favourite room? Hello? Where are you? Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, okay. What's your favourite room? Where's the bone? Okay. Where are you? What's your favourite room? I tell you what, I cannot be faffed with this. So much easier. Oh, I do have matches. I do have matches. Doesn't like a hand to. It's normal speed. It's not a hand to. Didn't look like it was a gin either, to be honest. Okay. Hunt is over. I think it might be a demon. In which case we would get ghost writing, wouldn't we? Nothing yet. Are you still in here? I'm just going to go and check my sanity again. Because I've got a funny feeling that by just breaking the board, because it wouldn't let me do what I wanted to do, I didn't lose any sanity. No, I didn't. This could be gin. This could also possibly be gin, but I'm not quite sure. I don't know. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go and just kind of hang around and wait and see if it writes in the book. And then when it starts hunting again, we'll let it pop the crucifix once, just so I know when it's on the threshold, and then we can go and hide somewhere and kind of like peek out and watch it running towards us and see if it's a gin. You son of a butt nugget! It's hunting. I don't think that ran at me. Okay. I want to say it's a demon, but it's just not aggro enough. It just didn't feel like a gin to me. I mean, it kind of like ran towards me, it just didn't really slow down afterwards. I've only got one smudge left. Unless I'm actually being slightly cray-cray. I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try that one more time. And see if I just like wait here for it. And then I'll go and hide in the kitchen, and if I die, I die. And so it should be able to hunt any time now. Also, a demon is just not that aggro. There we go, so it's hunting. So it should run towards me, then slow down just as it gets to me. I don't know. I really, really don't know. If I die here, I die here. Genuinely, I don't know. I don't think it's a mimic. I'm gonna have to go with gin. But if it's a demon, I'm gonna be pissed. Or do I go with demon? I just don't think it was running towards me close enough. Fast enough. I don't know. I'm going with gin. My gut is telling me gin, but I want to say, well, you know, like, demon is just... It could be demon, but I think it's a gin. And it was a gin. Let's go. Awesome. That was fun. That was a weird gin. I don't know what. I think it was just me. I think it just wasn't doing what I expected it to do, and I don't know. But it wasn't aggro enough to be a demon. There's just no way it was aggro enough to be a demon. Did you enjoy this challenge? What ghost did you get? Let me know down in the comments, and let me know how how you got on and stuff as well, because I'd really, really love to hear about it. If you haven't liked the video yet, then please feel free to do so. If you haven't subscribed yet, then if you could, that would be absolutely majorly... Oh, I would love it so much. I'd love it so much. It would be so, so helpful. Take care of yourselves, guys, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye!